Hey guys, David here. Today I'm going to show you the best free DAW for music production, especially for beginners in 2025. I'll also show you the best free virtual instruments and free plugins as well. As you can see, I'm using Universal Audio's Luna as the DAW of choice because of the advanced features that other free digital audio workstations does not have. I'll quickly go over some features Luna has that separates itself from other free DAWs. First off, the layout of the interface has a modern look and it's easy to use. Luna comes with features such as unlimited tracks, utility tab for trim and sidechain input, multi-output channels for MIDI routing, bounce tracks in place to render, recall plugin settings, and more. One thing I really like about Luna is it's so easy to navigate around, which results in a smooth workflow. On the left panel you can view tracks, groups, plugins, and presets. At the top you have the transport menu and the view tab where you can toggle between the edit and mix window. Below that are three dots where you can access what you want to be visible on your timeline. Here I have loop, bar beat grid, minutes, seconds, and tempo visible. Okay guys, if you go over to the workflow section in the transport menu, you can enable a toolbar for recording, MIDI, edit, and mix functions. The recording tab displays click to cue, mute, pre-roll, and post-roll parameters. MIDI displays MIDI merge, octave, velocity, and keyboard note range. The edit view on the toolbar displays just about everything you need, such as duplicate, separate, nudge, consolidate, and insert parameter. Finally, the mix tab displays the timeline, a solo, latch, XORN, and mix down button for a quicker workflow. Okay guys, let's head over to the mix window and briefly check out the layout and features. As you can see, there's track meters at the top and bottom for visual monitoring. In the utility section, there's trim, delay. Below that is the tape section, insert section, and output section at the bottom. As you can see, when you click on an output channel, you will see on the left side panel your outputs and buses. Keep in mind you can change what you want your mix window to display using this panel here. This panel includes input, sends, output, tape, console, utility, and inputs for your convenience. Okay guys, let's move on to the free virtual instruments that I used to make this beat. To save time, I've tracked out the sounds from MIDI to audio and muted the instruments. I will turn on each instrument individually so you can hear each sound that I used. First up is MPC Beats, the free drum programming software with digital audio workstation features. For this track, I used the free trap soul sounds included with MPC Beats for my drum patterns. Next up is Vital, a free spectral warping wavetable synth by Vital Audio. In this song I use an 808 drum preset from Echo Soundworks, which is one of my favorites to use for trap beats and more. The next free instrument is Yonquin, which is playable through a free contact player. You can get this in the complete start bundle for free from Native Instruments. next instrument is Surge XT, a free and open source hybrid synthesizer. Surge XT is packed with full features that exceed some paid virtual instruments. And for music producers who enjoy using presets, there's over 2,800 patches and 700 wavetables included. The next free instrument I used is ZebraLet 3 Beta, a stripped-down version of Zebra 2. Features includes one oscillator, 2 LFOs, spectral effects, and a ton of presets. Keep in mind, on UAD's website, the free version will be ZebraLet 2, which is included in the download of the full version of Zebra 2. The next free virtual instrument is Augmented Mallets by Arturia. This acoustic instrument combines a marimba, vibraphone, and celeste to give a diverse range of contemporary mallet sounds. For this track, I used the Toy Box sound, which is one of many nice presets included with this free plugin. The last free instrument is Shape, which is included with Luna. Shape is described as a creative toolkit with a collection of keyboards, drums, percussion, guitar, bass, and synth sounds. For this beat, I used a preset called Horns A2 Live. Okay guys, I'm going to disable and hide the instruments for resource purposes, and then I'll head over to the mix window to go over the free effects plugins that I use for this rap song. Hey guys, if you watched this far, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and click the notification bell to be alerted for newly released videos. Okay, let's start with the kick track. In the first insert, I used the Child Tape Model plugin by Child DSP. For a starting point, I used the old MPC preset to age the kick a bit. In the next insert, I used the free Kashmir Essentials kick plugin by WA Production. It features sub, mid, air, transient, tape, pressure, compressor, and with knob controls. Simply dial in the amount for each parameter to shape your kick sound. In the last insert for the kick track, I used the free TB Compressor 3 by Tone Boosters. This compressor have the usual parameters and some additional features such as sidechain high pass filter, auto release dry wet control. There's also a graphics display to see the amount of compression being used. Next up is the snare track, and in the first insert is the free Snare Buzz plugin by Waves Factory. Snare Buzz have a snare type control knob for tightness and a mic distance control knob within a studio room. There's also mix control knob and a main out knob for more control. In the next insert slot is the free Portech EQ by Analog Obsession. This plugin is inspired by the classic analog tube-based EQ that is widely used across the studio recording industry. According to Analog Obsession, the Portech uses a Fairchild style line amp to amplify the signal after the passive EQ. In the last insert slot, I used the dB Comp compressor by Analog Obsession. This plugin emulates the DBX160 compressor. Note to add punch and smack on drums, this free compressor does a good job on kicks and snares. So if you don't have the Waves or UAD version, try this out. Okay guys, let's move on to the side stick track. In the first two inserts you can see I again used the dB Comp compressor in the Portech EQ, so I won't go over that. In the last insert I used the free Dear VR Micro plugin by Dear Reality. This 360-degree panner enables you to position signals in any location, whether left, right, above, below, in front, or behind your head. Okay guys, now I'll quickly move on to the next three tracks, which are 2 hi-hats and 1 open hat. On the bright hi-hat track, I used the free KHS compressor by Kilohertz. Although lightweight in appearance, this compressor plugin is effective on single track audio and instruments. On the next hi-hat track, I used free comp compressor by Vin Audio. Another simple but effective compressor plugin that gets the job done. It has attack, release, ratio, need, makeup gain, in-out gain, threshold, and sidechain trim for full parameter control. For the open hat track, I again used the free KHS compressor by Kilohertz, so there's no need to go over that again. Next up is the 808 track, and in the first insert I used the Portech EQ. As you can see, I attenuated the low frequency by 1 dB at 60 Hz and boosted the high frequency 1 dB at 3000 kHz. In the next insert slot, I used the free M compressor by Melda Production. The M compressor have all the parameters you need, including a sidechain enable function that's easy to use with Luna's sidechain input slot. In the last insert, I used Melda Productions M Saturator to give the 808 more warmth and grit. At the top, this saturation plugin have input, output, dry wet, threshold, analog, and clipping controls. In the middle section, you can turn on harmonics to create the odd even concept of harmonics after saturation. In the bottom section is the compander, which is a compressor that processes input so that levels are more stable for the saturation section. Okay guys, let's move on to the Yang Quinn track, and in the first insert I have the Shower Tape model instantiated. For this sound, I used the Lo-Fi preset to age and darken the sound a bit. In the next slot, I used the free Warmy EP1A equalizer by Kive Audio. This plugin is another emulation of the classic Portech EQ. In the last slot, I used the free YS2 compressor plugin by Yuri Simonov. This plugin has standard compression controls and some additional features. Those features include a link button for auto gain, manual or fixed attack release control, a clipper switch, and more. On the next two tracks, which are sounds from Surge XT and Zebralet, I used the Chain & V channel strip plugin by Analog Obsession in the first insert. This Neve-inspired free plugin includes a mic preamp, de-esser, line amp, 4-band equalizer, compressor, limiter, and tape saturation. In the second insert slot for both tracks, I used Polyverse's wider stereo tool plugin to create space for each sound. Hey guys, thanks for sticking around. I really appreciate you watching this video and subscribing to my channel. Moving on to the next track, which is a horn sound from the Shape instrument, I use TDR Nova by Tokyo Dawn Records. Nova is a free parallel dynamic equalizer plugin that has pro features such as parametric equalization, dynamic equalization, frequency selective, multiband, and wideband compression. In the second slot, I use Flux audio stereo imaging and analysis tool to widen the sound with precise control. This stereo widener have a nice vector scope display, ppm meters, and a phase correlation meter. Okay guys, let's move to the Toy Box track, where in the first slot I have the Mini VCA compressor by Psycho Circuitry instantiated. This free compressor plugin has 3 VCA action types, which are clean, punch, and pump. It has 4 standard compressor functions such as threshold, ratio, attack, and release. Some additional controls are harmonics, transformer, fixed knee, input-output gain, and a mix knob. In the second slot, I used the Deer VR Micro 360-degree panel for sound placement. The next track are the vocal shouts, and in the first insert, I use Free EQ by Vin Audio. This 5-band parametric EQ have frequency, gain, and Q knob controls. It has 7 EQ curve types and a frequency analyzer display for visual convenience. In the second slot, I use the Free Comp compressor by Vin Audio. I've already showed the features earlier in this video, so I'll move on to the next track. Now I'll go over the plugins I used on the vocal tracks. In the first slot of the verse track, I used the Rough Rider 3 compressor by Audio Damage. This compressor have input-output level, attack, release, ratio, makeup gain, mix level, sidechain, high-pass filter, and threshold parameters.
Decks on my mind, ambition in my veins, from the block to the top, never switching lanes, got the blueprint, I'm the architect of dreams.
In the next insert slot, I used M Equalizer by Mellow Production. This free EQ plugin features a 6-band equalizer with 7 filter types for each band, integrated tube saturation, and harmonics control. It also includes a full spectrum analyzer and sonogram for visualization monitoring.
got the blueprint. I'm the architect of dreams, grind 24/7, life's bursting at the seams. Paper chase, relentless, no break, no rest. Dodging pitfalls, always expect the test. From the gutter to gold, every move's precise. Money and respect both come at a price. Decks on my mind.
Okay guys, on the chorus track in the first insert, I used the Brit channel preamp and EQ by Analog Obsession.
Born to survive. From the bottom I thrive. Grind hard till the diamonds shine. No sleep on this steady.
In the second slot, I used the Brit Presser, a vintage solid state compressor limiter with multi-band sidechain capabilities.
No sleep on this steady climb. Hustler, born to survive. From the bottom I thrive. Grind hard till the diamonds shine. No sleep on this steady climb. Hustler, born to survive. From the bottom I thrive.
Next up is the ad-lib track. In the first slot, I used Tape Cassette 2 by Kalem Audio for saturation.
No sleep on this steady climb. Hustler, born to survive. From the bottom I thrive.
In the second slot, I used Mixbus CS Channel Strip and Limiter by IK Multimedia.
Born to survive. From the bottom I thrive. Grind hard till the diamonds shine. No sleep on this steady climb. Hustler, born to survive. From the bottom I thrive. Grind hard till the diamonds shine. No sleep on this steady climb. Hustler, born to survive. From the bottom I thrive. Grind hard till the diamonds shine.
Okay guys, let's go over the snare plate send track. And in the first insert, I used PSP Chamber by PSP Audioware. This free reverb plugin have decay, pre-delay, damp, and equalizer section, proxy width, mix output gain, and a level meter. PSP Chamber also have a ton of presets to get you started on specific audio.
From the block to the top, never switching lanes. Got
the next send track is the vocal plate, and in the first insert I use Magic 7 Reverb by Wave Alchemy. This free reverb plugin have in-out gain, pre-delay, low-end cut boost, air mix, smooth, and duck parameters. Magic 7 also have a ton of presets and a dice randomizer to get you started on the reverb sound you may want.
I'm the architect of dreams, grind 24/7, life's bursting at the seams. Paper chase, relentless, no break, no rest. Dodging pitfalls, always expect the test. From the gutter to gold, every move's precise. Money and respect both come at a price. Decks on my mind, ambition in my veins. From the block to the top, never switching lanes, got the blueprint. I'm the architect of dreams, grind 24/7, life's bursting at the seams. Paper chase, relentless, no break, no rest. Dodging pitfalls, always expect.
The next send track is vocal reverb, and in the first insert I use Supermassive by Valhalla DSP. This popular free plugin have reverb, delay, and echo effects with a ton of presets included.
Grind hard till the diamonds shine. No sleep on this steady climb. Hustler, born to survive. From the bottom I thrive. Grind hard till the diamonds shine. No sleep on this steady climb. Hustler, born to survive. From the bottom I thrive. Grind hard till the diamonds shine. No sleep on this steady climb. Hustler, born to survive.
The next in track is Vocal Echo, and in the first insert I use Vary Speed by Genuine Soundware. This free plugin emulates a hardware tape echo machine made by WEM. The next synth track is Vocal Delay, and I use PSP Step Delay by PSP AudioWare. The free plugin have LFO rate, filters, delay time, glide, input gain, feedback, stereo image, and dry wet output gain. Step Delay also comes with 91 presets to give you a variety of delay effects. Okay guys, let's go over to the main Mixbus channel to wrap up this video. In the first slot, I use Buster SE by Analog Obsession. In the next insert, I use the OAQ Equalizer by Analog Obsession. This dual mono mid-side stereo 6-band equalizer is great for adding tonal balance to your overall mix. In the next slot, I use Comper Compressor by Analog Obsession. This free plugin have two compressors in series, one at the top, one at the bottom. The bottom compressor have a sidechain feature, whereas the top does not. There's also an option to switch between VCA, FET, and an optical compression. Okay guys, I added a bonus free plugin which is K-Clip 0 by Kazrog. K-Clip 0 have input and output gain knobs which can be linked together. There's a soften knob which can be increased and decreased by percentage increments, and a real-time visual display to see the transient peaks.
Every move's precise. Money and respect both come at a price. I'm a hustler, born to survive. From the bottom I thrive. Grind hard till the diamonds shine.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and click the notification bell to be alerted for newly released videos.